So you want to make some Cinnabons? Well, I've got some vegan Cinnabons for you. First, you're going to want to add some flour. Some warm milk. I used almond milk. Chuck in some sugar in there, then some yeast. Wait a bit, let it bubble. I suggest about 10-ish minutes. Then we're going to add the warm butter, some nice warm butter, some olive oil, some sugar, salt into the flour. Mix, mix, mix. Then once your yeast is nice and foamy in the milk, you're going to chuck that back into the bowl of flour. Mix this until it's just combined, then oil the bowl. I'm just using the same one here because personally I don't like doing dishes, and I assume neither do you. Then chuck it in a warm place until it's doubled in size. We live in a very cold environment here, so it took about 3 hours. If you live in a more tropical place, it might take about 1 hour. I don't know. Just, let it rise. Then for filling. I use melted butter, however, I was just use softened butter and then it melts while it's in the oven. Then chuck in some brown sugar, some cinnamon, some nutmeg, and a hint of cocoa. Can't tell you exact measurements as I just kind of chuck it all in the bowl, taste as I go. You know how it is. Next, we're going to roll out that dough. I don't have a rolling pin, but you know what I do have? A wine bottle! And that's what we're going to use. So, flour your surface, flour the top of the dough, chuck a tea towel on top, and just keep on rolling. You're going to want to make sure you leave a 1-inch border all around the edges, and then you're going to chuck on the filling. As you can see here, I am struggling not to spill the filling everywhere while rolling it. Next, I'm sure we've all heard of the dental floss method. Get some dental floss, chuck off the edges, then cut them into whatever size you feel like. I can't tell you how to live your life. Next, place the buns in a well-oiled vessel. I would recommend you do not squish them in here like I did. And once that's done, then, only then, will you preheat the oven to 170 degrees Celsius. This gives the buns a second chance to rise. Cook it for about 40 minutes. Once it's cooled, then we're going to make our simple powdered sugar icing. Just a whole bunch of powdered sugar, chuck in some almond milk or any other milk, maybe some water. Whatever you got lying around. Get it to the consistency you want, drizzle it on, and voila!